He's talking about that Project 2025. It's getting spooky out here, bro. What's going on?
It's looking a little spooky out here. I can't lie. Like the conservative groups, they organized, they got together and they put together some agenda that they feel like is the blueprint for the next Republican president. And in our case, it could be Donald Trump. You could say I'm bugging, but it's already in motion, and I'm afraid that we might not even be able to stop it. A big part of the plan is expanding presidential power by removing the independency from a lot of agencies that we know, like the FBI, the Department of Justice. The president will now not need Congress to do some of these that he will want to do, which is kind of counterproductive when we live in a democracy. A lot of the federal government employees, the experts like the engineers at NASA or the accountants at the IRS, their jobs could be reclassified. Those jobs will now be appointed by the president. Even if you're an expert who's great at a field or you worked at a job for 20 years, if you're not loyal to the president's agenda, you can either be removed or replaced by somebody who is. And that alone is crazy. The Heritage Foundation, the organization behind Project 2025, actually advised President Trump on 3 of his Supreme Court picks. And in the last 2-3 years, you've seen Roe v. Wade overturned, an attack on affirmative action, expanding the president's power. All those votes came down to those same conservative judges that Trump picked. Now, I'm not here to promote any ideology. Like, I try to stay as bipartisan as possible, but you got to call what's crazy. And the more you read into it, like, the worse it gets, even with immigration. Now, it's very obvious that we have a problem at our southern border. However, Project 2025 response may be a little overhanded. Mass deportations. Their goal is to bring back stop and frisk like tactics to identify people to mass deport them. So imagine you walking in the street, somebody that looks like you, somebody looks like me, and we may not look American. They can then stop us and verify our citizenship. And if we decline, we either get arrested or get sent back to whatever country we came from. For abortion, their goal is to make it a state's issue. If a state doesn't want abortion or wants to set the regulations for when you can have an abortion, then they can decide that. And the federal protection of abortion is gone Roe v. Wade. Now, they didn't call for a national ban of abortion. They did call for the removal of the abortion bill. And climate change. Their pledge is to get the next president to decommit and defund all the efforts for climate change and to stop the attack on fossil fuels. If you think I'm peddling some conspiracy theory, I encourage you to go to their website, do your own research, infer with it what you will, but it's heavy and our democracy at stake this election. So I encourage you all to pay attention.